Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and this is going to be a different kind of video than what I have posted so far. Just recently, my daughter and I went to Texas for a mother-daughter vacation, and I did a little bit of recording and some pictures, and I thought I'd put together a little vacation vlog. I didn't do too many videos or pictures. We were enjoying ourselves and I didn't want to take away from that. So it's going to be a short video, but I thought I'd share what we did there. So if you're interested, stick around and I hope you enjoy. The first thing I want to talk about is where we went on our vacation. We flew into Houston, Texas, and it was my first time driving in such a large city. The largest city I've ever driven in is Minneapolis-St. Paul, and Houston has that topped by many people. But I feel like I did well, and so we flew into Houston and we traveled down to Galveston, Texas, which is a little island about an hour south of Houston, and we stayed in a condo that was right on the ocean, and it was very nice. It had a saltwater pool, and the temperature was, the heat index was low 100s, and thank goodness that we were staying on the ocean because there was a very nice breeze coming in. So, I mean, it was a warm breeze, so it didn't really cool you off, but at least it helped keep bugs down, and there was at least a breeze in your face. So that was nice. And there were just beaches up and down that coastline of the island, and we walked it quite a bit. There is a little, you'll see in the pictures and videos that there's a pier that has like rides on it, Ferris wheel. We didn't really walk on that pier because there was an $11 per adult admission just to walk on the pier, and we wanted to go and look around and maybe get a drink and a snack, and we're like, wow, we really don't feel like paying $11 to walk on the pier. So we just took some pictures of it in video, and then we walked along the beach as we did quite often. We then decided we wanted to do a ghost tour. We originally were going to do a ghost tour in a town that is about 20 minutes north of Houston on our last day there, but we decided, you know what, let's stick to Galveston Island. So we looked up and there was a really cool historic haunted tour of downtown Galveston, and we went at 10 o'clock at night. And the tour guide was really awesome. He knew his history, and the tour was based around the Great Storm of 1900 when 12,000 plus people lost their lives when a hurricane came ashore, and they didn't think that it was going to land, and then it surprised them, and it did. And great flooding happened, and they ended up building the town. They built it up, I think he said 8 feet above what it was to try to keep it from happening again. And it was a really cool tour. I don't know if anybody knows who Robert Durst is, but he supposedly murdered his wife, and then he dressed up as an older lady and moved to Galveston, and he lived in this duplex, and his neighbor got suspicious, and Mr. Durst decided to take matters into his own hands and cut up the guy and threw him to sea, and they found the torso and all of his body parts except for his head. So we saw that house and some other houses. It was really cool, so I hope you enjoy those images as well. We also did some shopping in some cute old building shops downtown Galveston, and there was this one block that had really cool murals, and there are these sea turtle statues all around downtown Galveston, and he told us if you wanted to purchase one of those to have in the front of your house or building or whatnot, it was $8,000 for this. So it was a fine piece of artwork to put around. So those were neat too. So I hope you enjoy a couple of the building shots and the murals. took lots of photos along the beach and videos. It was so nice. The water was really warm. We didn't really get to swim because the entire time we were down there, there were red flags up at all the lifeguard stations, which means that there's a riptide warning. It was very windy, a lot of waves, so we didn't really get to swim in the ocean much, but we spent a lot of time in our saltwater pool at our condo, and the condo was really clean, great temperature, newly remodeled. It housed both of us very well, and we were thankful for that as well. We ended our trip back in Houston. We stayed at a hotel one night, and just to be closer to the airport, we didn't want to have to get up really early and drive an hour to get to our flight. So we decided we would head back one day early to stay at a hotel. So it was a really quick boarding of the flight to come back home. We had a little bit of turbulence on the way home because there were some storms coming into Minneapolis, St. Paul area, but other than that, the flights went smooth. My daughter really liked the flight down there because there were these interactive games in the headrest of the person in front of you, so she played trivia the entire time, and she was hoping that she could do that on the way back home, but the flight coming back home was smaller, so she wasn't able to do that. We did also go see the third installment of the Jurassic World. It was Dominion. We saw it in a really cool theater in Webster, Texas on our way back to Houston. So that was a great experience, and we stopped at a Barnes & Noble that was really close to that. We drove by NASA. We didn't get to do a tour. It was really expensive, and the time slot that they had available didn't fit our schedule, so I don't know, maybe we'll get to do it another time. But it was cool to drive past it and see where some space stuff takes place, and it was a really fun trip, and I hope you have enjoyed this video. I know it's a little different, but I thought it would be fun to document, and I loved the time with my daughter. It was great to have some downtime. We did a lot of reading by the pool and swimming. We just had a great time, and the best part was we stayed up on our water to stay hydrated so we didn't get sick, and we made sure to sunblock really well because it was sunny and it was hot, and we loved it. So if you've made it through the video, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll leave some links below about the historical haunted tour we went on, and then I will also leave a link to the Airbnb that we stayed at. It was wonderful. The building is a little dated, but don't let that deter you, because the actual condo, they have kept it up very well, and I was so happy. They were so nice. They called us to make sure that we had all the information we needed to get in, and she left her cell phone so we could text or call if we had any problems, and it was just a very comfortable stay, and I loved it so much. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye.